Go hit this thing like a split hog.
The following is a presentation of KNOX Sports.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Kraft Field this evening as we get set for Red River Rough Rider baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports. We are here at Kraft Field today just before the start of the matchup. We had a chance to get ready just before first pitch today, and so thank you for being patient. For those of you that have been waiting for us to start our broadcast here today, that's due to the fact that we had some issues just to work out, and obviously with the 5 o'clock starts for our spring sports, a little bit more difficult to get here and get ready to go ahead of time. When we have those night games coming up this summer, we'll be able to get back into more of our regular type of thing. But today we get set for a pivotal matchup in the Eastern Dakota Conference. This is going to feature the Devils Lake Firebirds and the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. These two teams with good starts in the Eastern Dakota Conference this season, and these will be pivotal matchups. It's 1 2-point game in the East region today, so the winner of this game, there's just one game here, and to tell you how pivotal these are, Grand Forks Red River at 6-2 as far as conference play is concerned, and Devils Lake is currently 4-4, just a couple of points back. So a win for Devils Lake would pull them essentially into a fourth place situation with Grand Forks Red River. A win for Grand Forks Red River, they get to 8 points, and that would put them up as high as third place as far as the win column is concerned. So there's a lot on the line between these two teams today. We'll talk more about that coming up in a couple of moments. Our pregame report brought to you by True North Equipment, true to your values, and here to serve you with 10 locations in the Red River Valley. More about True North throughout the course of the start of our game today with our abbreviated pregame report. And our pregame report brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel. They can do great things with their material. The custom etching that they do, that they affix to various types of apparel, will give you the opportunity to have a very unique look for your team, and they can take care of vinyl signage and your custom embroidery as well at Signature Graphics and Apparel in East Grand Forks. We'll take a break as they run through our starting lineups and get ready for the national anthem. We'll come back with our starting lineups, look at the standings, some players to watch in this game, and get ready for first pitch today here at Kraft Field between Grand Forks Red River and Devils Lake. It's the Firebirds and the Rough Riders today on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Live Sports.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to SprayAdvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always...
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com. Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks. Welcome back to Kraft Field and our coverage of high school baseball this afternoon in the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. Our pregame report today, as abbreviated as it may have been, has been brought to you by True North Equipment, true to your values and ready to serve you with 10 locations all throughout the Red River Valley, and brought to you by Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel. We get ready for the start of today's matchup worth 2 points in the Eastern Dakota Conference. We'll go through the complete conference standings coming up. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for today's matchup. First of all, our starters for the visitors, the Devils Lake Firebirds. Leading off at third base is Max Palmer. Batting second in center field, Faustin Olson. Batting third is the pitcher, Will Heilman, and cleaning up, Trayson Beck behind the plate. Parker Brodina at first base will bat fifth. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Hunter Remley. Batting seventh will be the second baseman, Ben Larson. Mason Palmer will bat eighth at short, and Taden Tripke will round out the batting lineup for Devils Lake in right field. It'll be Palmer, Olson, and Heilman, Beck, Brodina, Remley, Larson, Palmer, and Tripke for Devils Lake. For Grand Forks Red River, leading off is Caden Tostenson in center field. Batting second will be Cam Urian in left field. Alex Seaver will bat third and takes the bump, and Griffin Hoganson cleans up at shortstop. Batting fifth will be Matt Dosh behind the plate. Ryan Rykow will bat sixth and play at third base this afternoon. Batting seventh will be Tyson Ulmer in right field, my apologies. Batting eighth will be Jace Mason, the designated hitter, and Rylan Carinta will round it out at first base today. The Rough Riders will hit for Justin Roth, who starts at second, and Devils Lake will hit for Caden McCarthy, who starts in right field. And we'll get started with Max Palmer coming to the plate. We'll see a kick and fire from Alex Seaver, and a fastball misses away for ball one. We are officially underway at 5:04 this afternoon. We've got sunshine, some wind, and cooler temperatures today. Swinging a ground ball towards third on 3 hops. The last to short, picked up at third base by Ryan Rykow, and he'll throw over to first for the out to get Max Palmer for the first out of the game. Out number one recorded, and that'll bring up Faustin Olson to the plate. Weather conditions, as we mentioned, we've got a stiff wind coming in out of the, probably call it south-southwest here this afternoon, and the temperatures aren't exactly warm throughout the course of the day as Seaver misses low and away for ball one, and a fastball offering to Faustin Olson, who is in center field this afternoon for Devils Lake. 50 degrees right now. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, got him on high heat. The count will level up at 1 strike. They list the wind at 5 miles per hour, but there's a little bit more of a stiff breeze to it than that this afternoon. The 1-1 pitch to Olson, swinging a foul back to the screen, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Olson, the center fielder, will run through some of those conference standings coming up for you as well with drive for the title in a couple of moments. The 1-2 from Seaver, breaking pitch that hit him. Got away from him as he tried to bring one back over the inside corner, and Faustin Olson, hit by a pitch, will be the first base runner for Devils Lake today, and this will present the Firebirds with an opportunity to run as they will have their center fielder aboard with 1 out in the inning, and you would expect rather good speed out at first base right now, running the bases for Devils Lake and Foston Olson, as Will Heilman comes to the plate, takes a fastball up and in. The count will go to a ball and no strikes. Drive for the title is brought to you by Toys for Trucks. They're your car, truck, and Jeep accessory supercenter in Grand Forks. We'll run through those conference standings. The 1-0 lifted high in the air in the infield, left side towards third and twisting out into foul territory and out of play. Entering play today, Fargo Davies has had a nice resurgence after their team was gutted a couple of years ago with an independent-type schedule for most of their starters, following a post-400 Legion run that was very good in the summertime. 1-1 pitch on the way, lifted high in the air, shallow center, long run for everybody, backing up Justin Roth. Second baseman reaches up and he's got it. Didn't appear to get really comfortable under that ball, but he was able to find it for out number 2. Heilman is out and Trayson Beck, the catcher, will come to the plate for Devils Lake. Davies off to a 9-1 start in the conference, a game better than West Fargo Horace at 8-2. Fargo South 7-1, 2 out in the win column, even in the loss column. Those are the top 3. Swinging a flare foul back to the screen. Grand Forks Red River 6-2, West Fargo 5-3, Devils Lake 4-4, Shanley 3-3, Cheyenne 3-7. There's your top 8. 8 make the conference tournament. 1 pitch called a strike. The count will go to no balls and 2 strikes. So Fargo Davies 9-1, sitting right now with a 3.5 game lead. Actually, 3 in the win column, 1 in the loss column. Call it 2 over Red River. Swinging a drive to center, fairly well hit. Caden Tostenson backs up on it. He'll make a couple of paces to the left and make the play. Trayson Beck will fly out to center field. We'll pick up more drive for the title coming up on the other side. And we'll see Devils Lake go no outs, or actually no runs, no hits, 1 left through a half. Your score, the Firebirds nothing, and the Riders coming to bat. And we'll join our regular portion. Thanks for joining us for our pregame report today, brought to you by True North Equipment. True to your values, ready to serve you with 10 locations and Signature Graphics and Apparel. It's your vision. Make it come to life at Signature Graphics and Apparel. We're back with the bottom of the first next on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Sports.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Live Sports, as we see Will Heilman out on the bump taking his warm-up tosses for Devils Lake. Firebirds getting ready to pitch to Grand Forks Red River for the first time in the matchup, as Devils Lake leaves a runner on first base at the end of a half inning. No score on our scoreboard, brought to you by Ultra this afternoon. And we get ready for the bottom of the first as, well, I'll tell you what, this is first-class service. Tom Dosh out there grilling the hamburgers today and brought one up here so that I could enjoy a couple of bites in between half innings. That was nice. Caden Tostenson will lead things off for Grand Forks Red River. Will Heilman kicks and delivers a fastball at the knees for strike 1. No balls and a strike on Caden Tostenson. It'll be Tostenson. Cam Urian and Alex Seaver due up for the Riders in the bottom half of the first. Swinging a drive, center field, long run coming in, can't get there for Foston Olson. Caden Tostenson has a leadoff single for Grand Forks Red River here in the bottom of the first inning. So going back to Drive for the Title, which is brought to you by our friends at Toys for Trucks. Davies, Horace, South, the leaders right now, Red River as well, up in that top half of the conference, or top 4, and then you've got to be in the top 8 in order to make the conference tournament. There are no play-ins in conference tournament baseball. Bunt is shown and pulled away by Cam Urian. Tostenson, a good threat to run for Red River down at first base here in the bottom of the first inning. But again, you've got to make the top 8, and so for Devils Lake, they're in kind of that place where they can still hunt at the top of the conference, but have to avoid falling to the bottom of it as well. Swinging a ground ball to second, could be 2. Larson's got it cleanly to short, covering at second for out number 1, and a double play. They turn it nicely. It'll be a 4-6-3 double play for Devils Lake as Cam Urian will turn into the 4-6-3 double. So 2 up, 2 down quickly now for Grand Forks Red River as they roll into the double play, and Alex Seaver pitching today will come to the plate for the Rough Riders. And the pitch to him, swinging a foul out of play. Count, no balls and a strike. For Grand Forks Red River, you don't want to fall into the bottom half of the league, and trying to pick up a win today would be really crucial in trying to stay within striking distance of those top 3 teams. The 0-1, swinging a high fly ball to center, well struck, but Foston Olson has a bead. He'll drift into the left center, actually right center field gap, and makes the play. Seaver will fly out, and Devils Lake's helped out by a double play ball. No runs on a hit, bases left empty. We've played a full inning, and your score at the end of 1, Devils Lake nothing, Red River nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need for anything sports. Stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
Drive for the Title has been brought to you by Toys for Trucks. They are your car, truck, and Jeep at Toys for Trucks, 6105 Gateway Drive. They're on Highway 2 West in Grand Forks. We get ready for the top of the second. Parker Brodina leads things off for Devils Lake against Alex Seaver. Curveball swung through and missed, and it's no balls and a strike on Parker Brodina, the first baseman. Each team with a base runner in the top half of the first inning. Neither team could advance that base runner. Curveball called a strike and a swing at the plate. Home plate umpire Mike Lucasen says that a check swing went out ahead. And the count is no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way, fastball away. Our umpires for today's matchup behind the plate, Mike Lucasen. And on the bases, Jason Schwabe. A ball and 2 strikes on Brodina, the first baseman for Devils Lake. And the 1-2 on the way. Curveball laced up the middle. This one's going to roll. Picked up by the shortstop, Griffin Hoganson. Throw to first. They got him. What a play. Griffin Hoganson coming over to make a play on a slow, winding baseball up the middle of the field, and Hoganson showing some great range behind the bag. Take a look at that again at the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. Look where this ball is fielded, back behind second base. Hoganson having to run towards first, and just in time got him. And that's a heck of a play for the shortstop for Grand Forks Red River to get the first out of the second inning. Hunter Remley steps to the plate now for Devils Lake, the designated hitter. The 1-0 to him, hard shot at second, and reaching in to make the play, Justin Roth, snaring one off the top of the carpet on a low floating line drive. Roth comes up with out number 2. Couple of well-hit balls up the middle here for Devils Lake, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the second, and Ben Larson will come to the plate. So Larson stands ready, and the pitch on the way from Seaver. Up high, the count will go to a ball and no strikes. Be back out here again on Friday for the crosstown matchup between Central and Red River. The 1-0. Fastball missed off the plate. Count will go to 2 balls and no strikes. Larson playing at second base today for the Firebirds. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. And the count will go to 2 balls and a strike. We'll take a look at our game fuel coming up here in the next half inning. Brought to you by Circle K. Run you through some of the players to watch. The 2-1 pitch. That one chest high for ball 3. Seaver flirting with the top of the strike zone. Couldn't find it. And the count is 3 balls and a strike on second baseman Ben Larson. The 3-1 high and away for ball 4. Second free pass that'll be issued today by Alex Seaver. He hit a batter back in the first. And now walks a batter here in the second. And lefty Mason Palmer will come to the plate. If these names from Devils Lake sound familiar, a couple of deep basketball runs the last couple of years for the Firebirds. Swinging a ground ball chopped towards first. It'll be foul. And the count, no balls and a strike on Mason Palmer. Some solid athletes, though, for Devils Lake that are some cases basketball first or football first. Mason Palmer is a terrific quarterback for the Devils Lake football team. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Count will go to no balls and 2 strikes, but very often if you get enough of those athletes to cross over, you give yourself an opportunity to put together a pretty solid baseball product. Seaver delivers 0-2. Palmer swings through it and misses. First strikeout of the game for Alex Seaver. Another base runner stranded for Devils Lake after the 2-out walk. And nothing in for Devils Lake. No runs, no hits, 1 left. Through an inning and a half, your score remains Devils Lake nothing, Grand Forks Red River nothing. More high school baseball next on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, KNOX Sports.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
We will go to the bottom of the second inning, and your score after an inning and a half, Devils Lake nothing, Grand Forks Red River nothing. Welcome back to our coverage of Eastern Dakota Conference baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Live Sports. Griffin Hoganson will come to the plate. The shortstop for the Rough Riders has already been involved in a really terrific defensive play today, and he'll take one off the plate for ball 1. It'll be Hoganson, Matt Dosh, Ryan Rykow, the middle third for Red River due up. The 1-0 pitch caught the outside corner for a strike. And that will level the count at 1 ball, 1 strike on Griffin Hoganson. Hoganson ready, and the 1-1 swung on and driven to center field, and this one will fall for a base hit, and it was overrun by center fielder Faustin Olsen. He had to reach back to his bare hand side to pull it in, and the leadoff man is aboard with a base hit for Red River for the second time in as many innings today. So a base knock for Griffin Hoganson, and that will bring Matt Dosh to the plate for the Rough Riders. Heilman will check the runner at first, and Dosh shows bunt, takes it away, pitch called a strike. The count to 0-1. The last time the Riders had a base runner back in the first inning, Cam Urian bluffed the bunt as well, and then was unfortunately rolled into a 4-6-3 double play. We'll see if the Riders are thinking about staying true to the bunt here through the at-bat. Dosh shows bunt, bunts it right back to the pitcher. The only play is going to be to first. Good laydown by Matt Dosh for the out. That'll move Hoganson over to second base. Sacrifice bunt for Dosh will move a runner. And with 1 out and a runner on second, Ryan Rykow will come to the plate. 1 out in the inning, and the Riders are going to lose or attempt to use the bottom half of their order to produce the first run of the game. Ryan Rykow, the third baseman, turns it around from the left-hand side. Heilman sets just above the belt, the pitch to him, swinging a foul back to the screen. Game Fuel presented by Circle K, 4 locations in Grand Forks for Game Fuel and Circle K, their newest location on South Washington and Midtown with a great beverage bar, robust frozen food section. The 0-1 misses high and away. Along with the car wash, it opened 24/7, 365, and 3 new locations have popped up for Circle K, plus congratulations to them. They've announced that they are acquiring the Dusterhoff properties in Grand Forks as well, so you'll see more Circle K's around town. The 1-1 swung on, driven to left center field, and up and over Caden McCarthy. He comes on to make the play, running in, then having to reach up and make the play over his head on a Rykow line drive. Line to left field for out number 2, and Tyson Ulmer will come to the plate. Game fuel for Red River, Cam Urian. Great threat in left field today. We expect to see him pitching at some point. Alex Seaver out on the hill defensively for Red River. You're looking there. And then along with Griffin Hoganson for some offense as Tyson Ulmer twists one foul on the first base side. Not a play. But Griffin Hoganson already making a great defensive play, and we do expect to see more of Cam Urian throughout the course of the season in various positions. Left field, obviously, but we know he can do some various things. And for Devils Lake, Max Palmer in the top of their order. Trayson Beck, great cleanup hitter today for the Firebirds as well. And they've got enough lineup power in there. Actually, I should say athletic power in the bottom of their lineup to where they can make something happen down there as well. So plenty of faces, but look at today Alex Seaver, Griffin Hoganson, Cam Urian for Red River to try to fuel the effort, brought to you by Circle K. The 0-2 pitch to Tyson Ulmer. He swings and chops it back to the pitcher. Picked up on one hop by Heilman. He'll flip to first for the out. Ulmer grinds out to the pitcher, and that will retire the Rough Riders in their half of the second. No runs ahead, and one left on. We played two. And your score here at Kraft Field remains Devils Lake nothing, Grand Forks Red River nothing. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network.
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
We will go to the top of the third inning. After two, your score, Devils Lake nothing, Grand Forks Red River nothing on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network. KNOX Live Sports today from Kraft Field in Grand Forks. Caden Tripke will come to the plate for Devils Lake and grounds one foul on the first offering from Alex Seaver of the third. And the count will be 0-1 on Caden Tripke. He's the right fielder, marks the first time through the order for Devils Lake. Fastball misses away. That'll level the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Back to the top, and Max Palmer coming up next for the second time through against Red River hurler Alex Seaver today. The 1-1 breaking pitch caught the top of the strike zone. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Tripke kind of shook the head just a little bit. He was wondering about that one on the top end. 1-2 on the way from Seaver. Fastball misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Caden Tripke to lead off the third for Devils Lake. And the 2-2 offering high for ball 3. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Stop in and see what's new for the season at Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. 3-2, lifted in the air, left side, turning, and foul. What we've seen so far for Red River as far as keys to the game, running the bases. Might have to be a little bit more aggressive on that. They did lay down a sacrifice bunt in the second. Another 3-2 offering on the way. High in the air to left field. Shallow, coming in hard. Cam Urian going out. Griffin Hoganson. And Hoganson will make the catch on Tripke's pop fly. And also a key to the game for Red River today, playing sound defensively. They had a few miscues against Valley City the last time we saw them. They were able to overcome it, but you're not going to be able to outscore every team, so you can't kick the ball. That's something that Red River did, that matchup that we had with Valley City last week, and those are a few of the keys to the game today. Solid defense, and then run the base as well, because you're not really sure where the offense will come from. Being aggressive on the base paths will be a big key. 1-0 pitch to Max Palmer is high, as Max Palmer comes back to the plate for Devils Lake. And it's a 2-ball, no strike count to Max Palmer, who grounded out the third his first time up. 2-0, fastball missed again. 3 balls, no strikes on Max Palmer. So far today, Alex Seaver's been in and out of the zone. 3-0 pitch called a strike. Hit a batter, walked a batter, recorded his first strikeout of the game to end the second on a Mason Palmer swing and miss. 3-1 to Max Palmer, swing and a miss there on a fastball in. Tip back to the glove, says Mike Lucasen. And it's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Max Palmer. A look in, and the payoff from Seaver. Fastball misses low and away for ball 4. And Palmer is aboard with the second walk issued by Alex Seaver today. So 1 out base runner. And Faustin Olson set to come to the plate. We'll see what the Firebirds are thinking with the middle portion of their lineup coming up here in the third, and a base runner with 1 out. Pitch on the way to Faustin Olson, called a strike on the outside corner. Heilman Beck coming up next, and with the 2 pitchers dueling today, good defense. Runs may be at a premium you might be thinking about. Small ball in a lot of different circumstances today. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and lifted foul off to the right. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes on Faustin Olson. Palmer appeared to get a fairly good jump. And the hit and run on in that situation, trying to move the offense around. Now no balls and 2 strikes to Olson. Seaver checks the runner, the 0-2 pitch. Curveball lifted left side. That's a base hit in the hole between short and third. And Devils Lake trying to build a rally in their home half, or their half, I should say, of the third inning. So Olson grounds one left side. 2 on with 1 out as Devils Lake has a chance here. In the top of the third, Will Heilman set to come to the plate for the Firebirds. Heilman was hit by a pitch, has no official at-bat in the game. Palmer away from second, Olson from first. The pitch to Heilman, called a strike just above the knees. And it's no balls and a strike on Will Heilman. One thing about Seaver today is that he has had a tendency to come up in the zone a little bit or above that. So he's left a couple of balls up there to be hit. The 0-1 pitch, that one high as well. Count levels up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Keys the game today brought to you by Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Stop in and see what's new for the season at Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. A look back, and the 1-1 to Heilman. High in the air, right side, shallow, drifting off. Justin Roth, again the second baseman. He'll drift out into short right field and makes the catch. Heilman will pop out to the second baseman for the second out of the inning. And now with 2 outs, Trayson Beck will come to the plate for the Firebirds. So Trayson Beck to the dish for Devils Lake. 2 on, 2 out, scoreless game here in the top of the third from Kraft Field. Pitch on the way, called the strike. Had 0-1 on Trayson Beck. He flew out to center field his first time up back in the first inning. Time is called. They're going to call a balk. So we'll see a balk called here against Alex Seaver. He may have not disengaged or was trying to probably put himself back in the windup situation and then tried to step off and realized that he was in some trouble. Pitch on the way is a curveball, misses away. So 1 ball and no strikes on Trayson Beck. Runners now at second and third on the balk. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, flared foul to the right. And that'll bring it to a count of a ball and a strike. And this becomes a big at-bat now for Alex Seaver to try to win for Red River with 2 aboard in scoring position after the balk moved them along. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, grounded to second base. Roth has got it cleanly, over to first, and he got him for the out. Trayson Beck will ground out to second base for out number 3. Devils Lake threatens but fails to score. No runs and a hit, 2 left, and we've played 2.5. Quick moving game here today at Kraft Field. No score. Devils Lake Red River on the All True scoreboard. We're back with more in a couple of moments on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Sports.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
We will go to the bottom of the third inning. We are scoreless On our All True scoreboard updates are brought to you today by All True. Regular screenings with All True's care team can detect illness before symptoms begin. Stay in the game of wellness. Schedule an appointment. Visit alltrue.org or call 780-5000. Bottom of the third, Jace Mason. Red River's designated hitter due up, to be followed by Rylan Carenta. Back to the top of the order. Sun behind some clouds right now, and that, believe it or not, cools it off. I mean, we had 50 degrees, but it's a chilly day for baseball. It's hard to believe that we had that rain yesterday, and even though here we are nearing the final days, I mean, we're in the second to last day of April, but this game just barely above the necessary temperature to play baseball today. From what we understand, that's somewhere around 44 degrees or they won't play, and we were at 50 as we threw first pitch here today. Jace Mason will come to the plate for Grand Forks Red River. The pitch from Will Heilman is high. That'll bring the count to a ball and no strikes. Jace Mason, Rylan Carenta, and then back to the top of the order, Caden Tostenson. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Levels the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. No runs on a hit for Devils Lake. No runs on 2 hits so far for Red River through 2.5 innings of play. The 1-1 pitch, grounded towards third. Two-hopper gloved cleanly by Max Palmer. His throw across the diamond is a dart, and Jace Mason is out number 1 here in the third. Mason grounds out the third, and Rylan Carenta will come to the plate now for the Rough Riders. Well, we understand the Red River, or I should say rather the Grand Forks Royals, picking up a little talent for the upcoming summer. Alex Seaver is a guy that's played away from Grand Forks before. We understand he's made the choice that he's going to stay in Grand Forks and play for the Royals this year. At least that's what's being talked about right now. And you throw the pitching staffs together that they've had come up together as of late. 1-0 pitch high. Count will go to 2 balls, no strikes. But Matt Dosh is a part of that. Carenta throws effectively. We saw him in the state tournament last year. You put Seaver on that team. 2-0 pitch high, and the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. Bring over the central talent that you typically have. Add Xander Wayne back in to the lineup, who's out with an injury right now, and that could be a fun summer of baseball coming up for the Grand Forks Royals. A 4-pitch walk to Rylan Carenta will be the first free pass issued by Will Heilman this afternoon. So Carenta's on first, and the Riders have a 1-out base runner as Caden Tostenson will come back to the plate for the second time today. Tostenson singled his first time up, and then was the front end of a 4-6-3 double play in the bottom of the first. He'll take a pitch low for ball 1. Bottom of the third inning, scoreless between Grand Forks Red River and Devils Lake. Tostenson taking a look down at head coach Mark Variano in that third base coaching box. And the 1-0 pitch to Tostenson is high. I'll bring the count to 2 balls and no strikes. We'll see if Red River can coax Will Heilman into pitching himself into a little trouble here in the bottom of the third. Riders try to pick up an advantage in the scoreless game. Pitch misses high. Count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. And Heilman now sending 7 out of the zone here consecutively. He walked Rylan Carenta on 4 straight. He's gone 3-0 to Caden Tostenson. 3-0 pitch. That one belt high for strike 1. 3 balls and a strike on Caden Tostenson. Tostenson a look down towards third. Carenta leads away from first base for Red River. The 3-1 pitch swung on, hit foul. Heilman trying to rally back. Fell behind 3-0. Now gets back to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Riders looking for a bit of magic here in the third inning. They've had a base runner in every inning thus far. Carenta stepping away from first base. And Heilman delivers 3-2. Swung on, hit in the air to right center field. Long run for Foston Olson. He'll give way to the right fielder, Tayden Tripke, who comes on to make the play. Tripke will bring in Tostenson's fly ball for the second out of the inning. Now 2 outs for Red River with a runner at first, and Cam Irian, the left fielder, will come to the plate for the Riders. So Irian will come to the plate, rolled into a 4-6-3 double play back in the first inning. Carenta away, and the pitch to Irian. Fastball for a strike. No balls and a strike on Cam Urian. Man, we got this underway at 5:04. We're 32 minutes into the matchup, and this game has moved along quickly. Already 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Set by Heilman, the 0-1, misses low and away. Pivotal matchup in the Eastern Dakota Conference today, worth 2 Eastern Dakota Conference points. This one a non-league game. It is a conference game, but this year the conference is split into 2 leagues. This one counts for 2 up front. The 1-1 pitch misses high and away. And Will Heilman wants a new baseball. As we mentioned, the league split, or I should say the conference split into 2 leagues. When you play outside of your league, it's 1 2-point game. That's 7 innings. When you play in your league, you will play 2 games that count for 1 point each, and that's where Red River will find Central on Friday night. That will be in the league. 2-1 pitch. Swung through and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Will Heilman decided to challenge up a little bit and got Cam Urian to wave at one that was high and tight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Urian back in the box. Heilman may come back up there. He got Urian to swing. 2-2. Actually went low and away, and the count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch coming up here for Will Heilman. You can end the threat, or you can put 2 aboard with the heart of the order coming up for Red River. A set, and the 3-2 offering. Swing and a miss, got him. Strike 3. Cam Urian waves around on a fastball, and Will Heilman comes rallying back from a couple of tough spots in the inning to get a strikeout to end it. No runs, no hits, 1 left for Red River. We've played 3 full. Scoreless on the all-true scoreboard. Devils Lake and Red River as we continue with our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with Harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
We will go to the top of the 4th inning. Devils Lake and Grand Forks Red River in a scoreless matchup through 3 innings of play. Ryan Cunningham with you here today from Kraft Field. And we'll see which of these pitchers will break down first after a really, really strong game between both of them so far here today. Parker Brodina set to lead things off for Devils Lake. Our changeovers are brought to you by Big Jim's Tire, your #1 supplier of ag tires in the region, and brought to you by Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround, family-owned promotional shop in Grand Forks. Parker Brodina steps in for Devils Lake. Alex Seaver kicks and fires, swing and a miss. Again up. Alex Seaver has been right belt, just below, just above, and he's been using his fastball to stay ahead. The 0-1 pitch, that's called a strike on the outside corner. And he works ahead of Brodina. No balls, 2 strikes. Brodina, a ground out to short on what was a really nice play by Griffin Hoganson. His first time up. The 0-2 pitch misses away. That'll bring it to a ball and 2 strikes. Hoganson having to move all the way over behind the bag to field that ball as it threatens center and then make the throw with little time to spare. The 1-2 bounces away. And the count will level up 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brodina. Seaver back up, a look in, the 2-2 pitch misses away. And it seems like Alex might be a little frustrated with himself on that one. That one kind of spun him out of his stance. Missed out into that left-handed hitting batter's box. Count full now, 3-2 on Parker Brodina, and ball 4 as the pitch misses just low. And Brodina's aboard with a leadoff walk for Devils Lake in the 4th inning. 3rd walk issued by Alex Seaver today, and he's had a hit batsman as well. He's recorded 1 strikeout. He had a hit batsman in the 1st, walks in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, single walks in the 4th so far. And we'll see Hunter Remley coming to the plate now for Devils Lake. Seaver checks the runner and delivers. Swinging a smash into the right center field gap. This one's going to find its way all the way to the track. A turn around second base for Brodina. He's on his way to third. He's being waved around. He will score. It's an RBI double for Hunter Emily, and Devils Lake will take a 1-0 lead. First extra base hit of the game, and it drives in Brodina from first base. Big RBI double for Devils Lake to take the first lead here in the fourth. And Ben Larson will come to the plate now for the Firebirds. Still nobody out, and another runner in scoring position. And they're half of the fourth. Pitch on the way, high and away. And the count is a ball and no strikes on Ben Larson, who walked his first time up. No official at bat for Larson on the day. A set, a look back, the 1-0 pitch. Grounded on a chopper up above the pitcher's mound. It can't be picked up there. Quick throw to first base. Not going to be gloved cleanly by Carinta. Everybody safe after a ball got over Alex Seaver and Justin Roth. Couldn't get enough on the throw in time to keep everybody square. Remily down to third, and Ben Larson to first base. And they put that on the board as a base hit. That was going to be a tough one to get to. So they'll rule that an infield single. But three have reached consecutively now for Devils Lake, and runners are on the edges with nobody out as Mason Palmer steps in. A check over to first by Seaver. And we'll see Palmer was a strikeout victim his first time up. We'll see what Devils Lake's thinking here. Palmer grounds one to second. Red River will take the double play if they can get it. Throw to short, good for one, not good for the second. Coming home to score is Remily from third, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Firebirds. Larson is forced at second base, 4-6 for out number one, but Mason Palmer will reach on a fielder's choice and drive in a run. So 2-0 Firebirds, and Tayden Tripke will come to the plate. Another move over to first base. That was close. Palmer diving back in. Tripke popped out to shortstop Griffin Hoganson his first time up. Bunt is shown. Bunted foul back behind the plate. And the count, no balls and a strike on Tayden Tripke. So Devils Lake plating 2 thus far here in the fourth, striking for the first runs of the game. And now Red River hurler Alex Seaver trying to find his team's way out of it to get back on the bats. Another check over to first base. This time not quite as close. Palmer able to get back. Palmer edge away from first base again. Set by Seaver, 0-1. Bunt is shown again. Bunted foul. That pitch came in at the body of Tayden Tripke. Tried to square on it and bunted that more probably to defend himself than anything else, and it went foul. We'll see if the bat's out of his hands here now. No balls, 2 strikes. Another foul bunt, and he's out. A set by Seaver. Look towards first. The 0-2 pitch. He swings and grounds one weakly towards first, and foul. It remains 0-2. Tripke steps out, works back in. And we'll have time as Mason Palmer makes his way back to first base. A set now by Seaver. Another 0-2. Just missed inside. Ball held there by Matt Dosh for a moment, trying to frame it up. He asks where that pitch missed. In the meantime, you see perhaps a frustrated Alex Seaver step off the front of the pitcher's mound, thinking he was going to get that pitch. A set. And the 1-2, runner goes. Pitch is lifted into the left center field gap. This one's going to roll a ways. A turnaround second for Mason Palmer. He's to third, and they'll hold him up there. Ball didn't get away far enough to try to score him, even with the hit and run that was on. So Palmer goes on to third. A single by Tayden Tripke. And back to the top of the order for Devils Lake, and their half of the fourth as Max Palmer will step up. Boy, if you're Devils Lake, you're thinking you hit one into the gap, you went with a hit and run, you got the runner a jump, you want to score on that, and the ball just didn't have enough pop to get beyond the outfielders. And really in that situation, you're fortunate to get a runner to third. Really, normally with a runner on first and without the jump, ball goes out into left field, you're probably holding up at second. They get an extra base out of the hit and run as a pitch is called a strike on Max Palmer. They don't get the run to score on a gap shot. Again, one that didn't beat the outfielders, but nonetheless off the bat, it looked like that could be headed for some trouble for Grand Forks Red River. Palmer down a strike, bunts, pops one up in the air, long run to get there in foul territory. No one can. And the count will be 0-2 as they tried to go with a squeeze play. Palmer down at third, trying to bunt to run in. And it's now no balls and 2 strikes on Palmer, who's 0 for 1 today. A ground out to third base and a walk. He was stranded back in the third. Away from third, Palmer from first, Tripke. And time will be called as Seaver will step off. 2-0 Devils Lake in the top of the fourth. And the 0-2 pitch slapped foul to the right side. It'll remain 0-2. Lots of activity out here today. It looks like there's probably some things happening over at Cushman Field today. The 0-2, slap towards short. Hoganson's got it. He'll step on his own for one. Over to first, double play. Nicely executed. 6-3 double play by Griffin Hoganson to get his team out of the jam. However, the damage is done for Devils Lake in their half of the fourth inning. They'll pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. They'll leave a runner, and we've played 3.5. New score at Kraft Field is Devils Lake 2 and Red River 0. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Sports.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
We will go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and Grand Forks Red River will have to play some catch-up as the Riders trail 2-0 to Devils Lake. We go to the bottom of the fourth with Alex Seaver, Griffin Hoganson, and Matt Dosh due up. 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup to go up against Will Heilman, who's been good so far today. Riders put a couple of hits together at this point, but Will Heilman has only walked 1, has struck out 1 as well, allowed the defense to take care of some work for him behind him. 2 runs on 4 hits for Devils Lake, no runs on 2 hits for Red River on our all-true scoreboard. And Alex Seaver will come to the plate for Grand Forks Red River, bottom of the fourth in a game that's worth 2 points in the Eastern Dakota Conference standings today. Heilman a look in and the pitch. Called a strike, fastball just below the belt. No balls and a strike on Alex Seaver, who flew out to left field. His first time up for Red River. The 0-1 pitch on the way from Heilman. Swinging a pop fly in the infield towards the plate. Heilman coming in, looking up, now drifting back and making the catch. Seaver will pop out to the pitcher for out number 1. Our intermission report typically brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine. The Men of Steel at Grand Forks Welding and Machine and High Plains Water, your source for awesome water in Grand Forks. As we make our way to the middle inning, Griffin Hoganson stands ready. Takes a fastball away. With a system from High Plains Water, no more scaly buildup around your fixtures and cleaner, better tasting water without the chemicals. The 1-0 pitch to Hoganson, high and away. High Plains Water can show you what their system can do for you, including cleaner laundry with less detergent. When you've got better tasting tap water, you're going to drink more, and that's healthier for you. High Plains Water in Grand Forks, a swing and a foul off the end of the bat from Griffin Hoganson, and it's 2 balls and a strike. And High Plains Water typically brings you our halftime or intermission report, as does Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel. The 2-1 pitch from Will Heilman. Hard shot, deep left field, way down the line, and that one will one-hop off the wall. A turn by Hoganson. He's on his way towards second base, and he'll stand up with a double. And Griffin Hoganson gives Grand Forks Red River an opportunity in their half of the fourth inning. We'll watch it again on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. And you can see that ball just jump off the bat, and there it was, came into your screen and one hopped off the wall. And Griffin Hoganson has himself a double and stands at second base as Matt Dosh will step in. Dosh takes one tight. Count a ball and no strikes on Matt Dosh. Hoganson now 2 for 2 in the game. He singled back in the second. Dosh stands ready. A look back at second by Heilman, the 1-0. That one stays high. 2 balls and no strikes. Dosh, no official at bat in the game. He laid down a sacrifice bunt back in the second. Set again by Heilman. Check back at second base. 2-0 pitch. Grounded hard up the middle. Long roll, can't get there. Base hit. Hoganson's going to turn around third. Up with the ball, Foston Olson. His throw in the infield cut off. Hoganson scores. Matt Dosh has a single. Hoganson has a run for Red River, and the Riders are back to within 1 by a score of 2-1. Just a roller up the middle for Matt Dosh, and Mason Palmer gave it some pursuit but was unable to find it. And we'll see Ryan Rykow to the plate for Grand Forks Red River with a runner on first, and 1 out in the inning for Red River with 1 in, and they've cut the lead 2-1. Heilman delivers, fastball for a strike at the knees and on the outside corner. Well-placed pitch from Will Heilman. No balls and a strike on Ryan Rykow, who lined out to left field his last time up. When we saw him against Valley City, he was very impressive at the plate. The 0-1, swinging a foul off the end of the bat. Counts 0-2. Rykow made some really good contact against the Highlanders that night and impressed us down in this spot in the order. No balls, 2 strikes. Dosh away from first for Red River. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on, grounded up the middle. Heilman's got it, then threw off line to Mason Palmer trying to cover at second, looking to turn a double play. The shortstop able to reach back, keep a foot on top of the bag, and get Dosh on the force play. 1-6 for out number 2. Rykow reaching a fielder's choice. And boy, Devils Lake fortunate that didn't turn into something worse. That ball gets away from Palmer, and you've got multiple runners on with only 1 out. And instead, it's now 2 outs, runner still at first, and Tyson Ulmer set to come to the plate. That'll be one of those plays where you look back in the game, and the way this one's being played with as tight as it is, you'll look at that and say that was probably a big play. Ulmer stands in. Ground ball right back to Heilman. He's got it this time, goes to first for the out. And Tyson Ulmer will ground out to the pitcher for out number 3, and that will retire Red River and their half of the 4th inning. But the Riders come up with a run on a pair of hits. They will leave a runner. We've played 4. New score here at Kraft Field, Devils Lake 2, Grand Forks Red River 1. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales, Sports Network, and KNOX Sports.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Our changeover is brought to you today by our friends at Big Jim's Tire, your #1 supplier for ag tires in the region, and brought to you by Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional shop in Grand Forks. We go to the top of the 5th. Foston Olson will lead things off for Devils Lake in a 2-1 game for the Firebirds over Grand Forks Red River. We'll have an abbreviated post-game report for you today as well, and the reason for that is that we're getting ready for our live radio broadcast tomorrow at Les Schwab Tire Center. The 1-0 pitch misses inside. Nope, call to strike. Count levels up, 1 ball, 1 strike. We're going to have an all-day broadcast tomorrow, and because of that, we need to get over to that location and set up today. 1-1 pitch from Seaver, hit foul back behind the plate. And so we'll be departing here quickly after the game is over here today so that we can make our way over to that locale and set up. So give us some grace on that if you would. The 1-2 grounded out towards second base. Charging is Justin Roth. He's got it. Throw to first for the out. And Faustin Olson is out number 1 of the 5th for Devils Lake. Should be a fun time tomorrow, though. That is a diaper drive that they have going on. So diapers, wet wipes, and pull-ups. That's what we'll be asking for tomorrow as we broadcast from Les Schwab Tire Center. And so looking forward to joining you bright and early at 6 o'clock in the morning on the radio side, 13:10 a.m. for that coming up tomorrow. Pitch to Will Heilman, swinging a ground ball foul towards the Devils Lake dugout. And the count, no balls and a strike on Will Heilman, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of pop-outs to second today. Faustin Olson now 1 for 2 with a single. Swing and a miss by Heilman, fooled on an off-speed pitch. 2-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Devils Lake scoring 2 in their half of the 4th. Red River countering with 1 in their half of the 4th. A look in, and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, got Heilman strike 3. Weak swing that time from Will Heilman. Wasn't really committed to that effort, and his strikeout number 2 of the game for Alex Seaver. There haven't been an abundance of strikeouts today. Only 3 total strikeouts in the game to this point. And Trayson Beck will step in. Beck over 2, flew out to center field, grounded out to the second baseman. He'll take a pitch of the knees for strike 1. And it's no balls and a strike on Trayson Beck. Alex Seaver trying to come back with a very quick 5th, and that will be delayed some. A drive to center. Oh, diving catch made out in center field by the center fielder, Caden Tostenson. That won't be delayed after all. Line drive to center field that looked like a base hit. Caden Tostenson flashing some leather on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay. Ball just nuked out to center field, and there comes the diving effort that you could see. Great play out in center field that time for Caden Tostenson. And Devils Lake goes away in order their half of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 2-1 Devils Lake on the All-True scoreboard here in the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
We will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Grand Forks Red River trailing Devils Lake by a score of 2-1. You're in a matchup worth 2 wins in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Red River 6-2 in the league coming into the day. Devils Lake 4-4. Riders trying to jockey for position top half. Devils Lake trying to join the top half of the EDC here today. And Red River will send up Jace Mason, Rylan Carenta, and Caden Tostenson. 8, 9, and 1 in their order to face Will Heilman, who has given up a run on 4 hits through 4 innings of work today. And he'll deliver a fastball for strike 1. The count to no balls and a strike on Jace Mason. Mason a ground out to third, his only time up today. That was in the 3rd. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Heilman a run on 4 hits. He struck out 1, walked 1. Alex Seaver, 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 2, hit 1, walked 3. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 to Jace Mason. Boy, just missed inside. Devils Lake crowd thought they had one there. They can be a factor in some of these games. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 to Mason. That one high and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on the rider designated hitter. Mason stands ready. 2-2 pitch, high and away for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mason trying to work his way aboard the bottom part of the Red River lineup. Give that top half a chance to produce here in the 5th. The payoff pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball left side, hit towards Mason Palmer. He's got it at short, throw across the diamond in time for the out. Jace Mason rolls out to the shortstop for out number 1, and Rylan Corinta, who walked his first time up, will come to the plate. Well, base runners at a premium in this one right now, really for both teams. Certainly for Grand Forks Red River, they trail 2-1. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, pitch on the way to Corinta, called a strike. And it's no balls and a strike on Rylan Corinta. And Red River going through the top of their order in this turnaround. They're going to need to produce. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Corinta takes a strike at the belt. Top of the order will be coming up for the 3rd time, starting with Caden Tostenson after this at-bat. But Riders here in the 5th already. The 0-2, slapped foul, left side, not a play. You're looking at 2 more at-bats, and if the inning is extended in any way, Tostenson reaches or Corinta reaches, all of a sudden you've got some pressure to produce right away, or you don't come back to that part of the order, and Corinta swings and misses, strike 3. Heilman gets ahead of Corinta, puts him away with a fastball up. Second strikeout worked by Will Heilman today, and Caden Tostenson will come to the plate for Red River.
Next up for the Rough Riders, the center fielder.
Tostenson a single back in the 1st and a fly out to right field. He's 1 for 2 today. Pitch to him, swinging a foul back to the screen. That 4-6-3 double play, a big, big play in this game for Devils Lake back in the 1st inning when Red River led off the game with a single. The 0-1 pitch to Tostenson, swinging a foul, and now Heilman's a strike away from getting out of the 5th. No balls, 2 strikes on Caden Tostenson. Nobody on. Bottom of 5, 2-1 Devils Lake on your All True scoreboard. Heilman looks in, delivers 0-2. Fastball high and tight. Count a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. Strikeout number 3 for Will Heilman today as Tostenson goes down on strikes. And Red River is out in order, nothing across in their half of the 5th inning. We'll play to the 6th after 5. Your score, Devils Lake 2, Grand Forks Red River 1. This is our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Sports.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
We make our way towards the top of the 6th inning. And your score after 5 innings of play, Grand Forks Red River trailing Devils Lake 2-1. Firebirds to the plate. Parker Brodina, Hunter Remley, Ben Larson. This is where they got going back in the 4th and put 2 runs on the board. And they will face Grand Forks Red River starter Alex Seaver, who makes his way into his 6th inning of work. And about a 3/4 swing from Parker Brodina. A swing and a miss, and it's strike 1. Brodina stands in. He walked his last time up, later scored the first run of the game on the RBI double by Hunter Remley that brought him around from first base. He'll swing and send one off to the right in foul territory. And the count, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 to him. Breaking pitch misses away. Pretty good waist pitch that time by Alex Seaver. Seaver takes a look in. The 1-2 to Brodina, misses low and away. And the count levels up at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Parker Brodina. 0 for 1 today, a walk and a run scored. He grounded out to short his other time up. And the 2-2 got him on the outside corner, strike 3. Seaver will record a strikeout on Parker Brodina for the 3rd strikeout of the game for Alex Seaver. And that'll bring Hunter Remley to the plate. And Hunter Remick is coming to the plate. Okay, I'll tell you what, the penmanship from some of these coaches when they send up their lineup cards leaves a little bit to be desired. Hunter Remick is at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He's hit the ball well twice. He'll take a strike on the outside corner for a ball and a strike. Actually, he hit the ball to the second baseman on a line back in the second, then doubled and drove in a run, later scored in the 4th inning. He'll take one out of the zone for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch, low and away for ball 3. And the count is now 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 pitch, called a strike at the knees. And the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a swing and called, strike 3. Actually, I'm not sure if that ball was dropped or not. Let's go ahead and take a look at that again on our replay that we have for you from American Family Insurance. Tyler Nagel Agency, your agent. Take a look. Yeah, they didn't call that a strike. They're going to call the pitch strike 3. That's what they had there. Little check swing there. I'm not sure if they were calling that or not, so I wanted to get another look at it. That was called a strike. So Hunter Remick is down, out number 2, 4th strikeout of the game for Alex Seaver. So 2 outs, base is empty, and Ben Larson will swing and foul one back to the screen. That'll bring the count to no balls and 2 strikes, and Alex Seaver has sent down his last 6, trying to retire 7 in a row with Larson, who has walked and singled and is 1 for 1 today. The 0-2 to Larson, swing and a miss, got him. He strikes out the side. Alex Seaver strikes out Devils Lake in order. In their half of the 5th, rather 6th, I should say, they go away scoreless in the top of the 6th inning, nothing across, and Seaver's retired 7 in a row. But we go to the bottom of the 6th with Red River still trailing by a score of 2-1 on our All-True scoreboard. Our changeover is brought to you by Big Jim's Tire, your #1 supplier of egg tires in the region, and Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround promotional goods store, family owned. In Grand Forks, we continue with more coverage of high school baseball next.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score is Devils Lake 2 and Grand Forks Red River 1. The Riders will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th with Cam Urian, Alex Seaver, Griffin Hoganson pressure on. This is 2, 3, and 4 due up for Red River to face Will Heilman, who delivers a strike to Cam Urian. Urian 0 for 2, rolling into a 4-6-3 double play and a strikeout today. And the 0-1 pitch to him. He'll take it low for a ball. Again, the Riders down by a run, needing 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead here in the 6th inning in a game that's worth 2 points in the EDC standings. The 1-1 is high. That'll bring the count to 2 balls and a strike. Will Heilman's been efficient. A run on 4 hits today, struck out 3, walked 1. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch, swing and a miss. Big hack from Cam Urian. He comes up empty. And the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Urian steps back in. 2-2 pitch on the way. Missed low for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch here for Will Heilman of Devils Lake, trying to keep the bases empty with a 1-run lead. Payoff pitch on the way. Just missed up for ball 4, and Red River has a runner to work with here in the 6th. Just the second walk issued by Will Heilman today. And Alex Seaver, Griffin Hoganson, numbers 3 and 4 in the order. A chance to try to do some damage for Grand Forks Red River in a game that they trail by a run. It's 2-1, Devils Lake in the bottom of the 6th inning. Urian away from first. He's got some speed. And feeling the moment here in a 1-run game, Mark Veriano, the head coach of the Rough Riders, might try to move a runner, and Urian has a pretty good lead over at first base. He'll hold, and a pitch called for a strike on the outside corner. Brings the count to 0-1 on Alex Seaver. Seaver ready on the day, 0 for 2. Fly out, pop out. The 0-1, he shows bunt, takes it away. The pitch is low. And the count will level up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Seaver, your 3-hitter, down a run. It's conceivable that you would put 1 on the ground if you were Alex Seaver to try to move a runner, but if you're Coach Veriano, I think you like your chances with number 3 at the plate. No bunt is shown, and Seaver bunts it right up the first base line, picked up and thrown down to first base in time for the out by catcher Trayson Beck. It's a tough play for Beck to make, and that one hugged the line, and Seaver was kind of out of that runner's lane as well, but still got the ball through to Trayson Beck for the out. 2-3 on the putout. So it's Griffin Hoganson that comes to the plate. He's 2 for 2 today. A single, a double, and a run scored. And the Riders need him here, down a run in the bottom of the 6th, a 2-1 game. A set by Heilman, he delivers to Hoganson. Swinging a ground ball left side. 2-hop pick up by Mason Palmer. Palmer checks the runner and throws to get Hoganson. And that's a big out for Devils Lake to record. Hoganson aggressive at the plate, but rolls one out. He got on top of the ball, didn't quite get it where he wanted, and sent it into the turf. 6-3 put out. Urian still at second. Matt Dosh at the plate. And like we mentioned, this is your trip through 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't score. Bottom half coming up in the 7th. Dosh swings and grounds 1 to short as well. Picked up cleanly by Palmer. His throw across the diamond in time. They got him, and a big rally by the Devils Lake defense after allowing the leadoff runner to reach in the 6th. They defend the 1-run lead, picking up a bunt, picking up a couple of ground balls. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We are through 6. It's Devils Lake 2, Grand Forks Red River 1 on our All True scoreboard. We're back with more as we continue with our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage, Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network, and KNOX Sports.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
We will go to the 7th in a 1-run ball game. Welcome back to Kraft Field and our coverage of high school baseball on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Sports. Mason Palmer coming to the plate for Devils Lake as the Rough Riders trail the Firebirds by a score of 2-1 on our All True scoreboard. And Palmer, along with Tayden Tripke, the 8-9 hitters, and then Max Palmer set to come to the plate here in the top half of the 7th inning. Grand Forks Red River trying to find a way to battle back after going down by a score of 2-1. Palmer steps in, takes a pitch for a ball. And the count will go to a ball and no strikes on Mason Palmer. Palmer with a strikeout in the 2nd and hit into a fielder's choice back in the 4th. He'll swing and foul one away. That'll bring the count to a ball and a strike. The 1-1 offering. Hard shot ground ball to second base, but gloved cleanly by Justin Roth. He'll throw to first base for the out. And Mason Palmer is out number 1 in the 7th. Again, we're going to have a bit of an abbreviated post-game report here today. And the reason for that abbreviated post-game report just simply has to do with needing to get to a setup situation for a live game that we have coming up tomorrow. So we're looking for actually a live show that we have coming up tomorrow. Swinging a ground ball towards second again. This one off the bat of Tayden Tripke. Justin Roth has it for out number 2. And there are 2 away. So 2 outs in the inning. And the Firebirds will bring the top of their order, Max Palmer, back to the plate. So Palmer to the plate, and he'll take a pitch for a strike on the outside corner. And the count goes to no balls and a strike on Max Palmer. Palmer's walked. He's 0 for 2, couple of groundouts today. He takes a pitch low for ball 1. One ball and one strike on Max Palmer. A look in by Seaver, trying to go the distance today. 7 innings of work. That in and of itself is a win for Grand Forks Red River, knowing that they've got the games coming up that are worth 1 point each. And here's a swing by Max Palmer that's driven out to right field for a base hit, and Palmer has his first hit today. Devils Lake will have their 5th hit today.
Now up to Firebirds, the center fielder, number 6, Foston.
Foston Olson will come to the plate for Devils Lake. Single, a ground out. He was hit by a pitch. He's 1 for 2 so far this afternoon. And the pitch on the way to him, swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Seaver, 6 2/3. Giving up 2 runs, both earned on now 5 hits. He struck out 5, hit a batter, walked 3. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. A little blooper to center field. Long run coming in for Caden Tostenson. He can't get there and then over on the baseball. A turn by Max Palmer running all the way with 2 outs. He goes to third, and Devils Lake's trying to tack on in the visiting half of the 7th inning. Olson with a single. Back-to-back singles for Devils Lake here in the 7th. And that will bring Mark Variano out of the dugout. We'll have a break in the action here. We'll keep it here. Our timeouts brought to you, of course, by Apex Apparel, your hometown quick turnaround, family-owned promotional shop in Grand Forks. And our timeouts are brought to you by Big Jim's Tire, your #1 supplier of ag tires in the region. So Mark Variano, the head coach of the Rough Riders, comes out to the hill to talk with his team, probably trying to settle in Alex Seaver more than anything. 6-hitter for Alex Seaver, but you can afford to give up no additional runs to Devils Lake here with a 2-run lead in the top of the 7th inning. Home plate umpire Mike Lucasen taking the long walk out to the pitcher's mound to break up the gathering. This has been a new trend as of late. The umpire gets out there and the gathering doesn't break up. Lucasen has now walked all the way around it. I'm not sure why that is. You know, normally umpire starts trekking out there and you kind of know, and in this case, it's kind of almost daring an umpire to kind of make you pull him off the field, if you know what I mean. All right, so we've got runners at the corners for Devils Lakes with 2 outs. Will Heilman at the plate. This is the number 3 hitter. Dangerous spot here for Red River's defense, and a curveball high. Count to go to a ball and no strikes on Will Heilman. Heilman is 0 for 3, couple of pop-outs to second base and a strikeout today. The 1-0 to him. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. Count levels up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Heilman trying to help his own cause. He's the pitcher of record and the starter for Devils Lake, and a 2-1 lead for the Firebirds in the 7th. Swinging a flare foul, turning off to the right. And it's a ball and 2 strikes on Will Heilman. Seaver trying to get his team to the sticks in the bottom of the 7th. Runner goes. Seaver will step off, and they've got the runner hung up. And Seaver threw the ball into center field. Oh, boy. That's going to bring home a run, and Devils Lake will take a 3-1 lead. Error going to be charged to the pitcher on that play. It'll move Foston Olson to second, and Devils Lake will take a 3-1 lead. You watch it again on the American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency replay, and you've got the runner hung up. You run at him, and then just some miscommunication with a second baseman trying to cover the bag, and all of a sudden the ball ends up out in center field. Really costly mistake, and that's after Mark Variano had come out to talk with his team. That'll be a disappointing part of the ball game today. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. He gets Will Heilman on strikes. 6 strikeout today for Alex Seaver, but the damage is done again for Devils Lake in their half of the 7th. They'll score a run on 2 hits and an error, leave 1. We've played 6.5. Firebirds pitch for the win, leading by a score of 3-1 over Grand Forks Red River. We come back with the 7th next in the Rivards Turf and Forage. Grand Trailer Sales Sports Network and KNOX Sports.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
We go to the bottom of the 7th. Grand Forks Red River now trailing by a score of 3-1 to Devil's Lake after the Firebirds bring in an unearned run in their half of the 7th inning. Our post-game report today will be brought to you by Spray Advantage and Lake Region State College. Spray Advantage, everything you need for spraying an application on your farm. The difference between Spray Advantage and their competitors is that Spray Advantage has what you're looking for in stock: tips, tanks, nozzles, pumps, grain cart, seed tenders, in 2 locations to serve you in Grand Forks and St. Thomas. Spray Advantage, make them a part of your agricultural game plan now and for years to come. And our post-game report brought to you today by Lake Region State College in Devil's Lake. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Precision agriculture, law enforcement, nursing. Get your 2-year degree, start earning, or take those credits with you to a 4-year institution. Lake Region State College bringing you our post-game report. A slicer to left field off of the bat of Ryan Reichow. Drifting, and a catch made diving down or kneeling down on the warning track by left fielder Caden McCarthy. And Reichow will fly out to left field for out number 1. Gave the ball a charge to a deep part of the ballpark. But no balls in the strike, or actually no outs, bases empty, I should say. And Tyson Ulmer to the plate for Red River. And a pitch misses low for ball 1. Well, this one worth 2 points in the Eastern Dakota Conference standings. And Devil's Lake looking to make a big jump up the league if they can hold on for the win today. A strike on the outside corner. Tyson Ulmer, a pair of ground outs to the pitcher so far today. They would catch Red River as far as the conference standings are concerned. Devil's Lake coming in 4-4. Red River 6-2, a Firebird win. And they're both 6-4 and sitting right around that number 4-5 spot in the league. 2 balls and a strike to Tyson Ulmer. That one's high. 3-1 the count. Ulmer grounded out to the pitcher in the 2nd and then again in the 4th. And the 3-1 offering to him. Swinging a flasher towards the right side. Well hit. Tripke back after it. He'll make the catch in right field. Ulmer flies out to right for out number 2. And it's up to Jace Mason, the designated hitter for Red River. And we'll see Max Grafenauer coming to the plate to pinch hit for Jace Mason. So Grafenauer will hit here in the 7th. He'll take one high for ball 1. So Grafenauer steps in. Mason a couple of ground outs today. His day 0 for 2. Grafenauer steps in. Swinging a shot in the left center field gap. Fairly well hit. Back after it, McCarthy. Back after it, center fielder Foston Olson. He'll make the catch. Olson runs it down in the gap for out number 3. Red River's out in order in their half of the 7th inning, and Will Heilman gets a win on a 4-hit performance today. And your final score is Devil's Lake 3, Grand Forks Red River 1. Post-game report brought to you by Spray Advantage and Lake Region State College. Spray Advantage, everything you need for spraying an application on your farm. The difference between Spray Advantage and their competitors is that Spray Advantage has what you're looking for in stock: tips, tanks, nozzles, pumps, grain carts, and seed tenders. 2 locations to serve you in Grand Forks and St. Thomas. Spray Advantage, make them a part of your agricultural game plan now and for years to come. And our post-game report brought to you today by Lake Region State College. At Lake Region State College, we change lives. Precision agriculture, law enforcement, nursing, just a few of the careers that you can supercharge your way into at Lake Region State College. Get done in 2 years and start earning, or go the 4-year route by taking your credits with you to any 4-year institution in North Dakota. Lake Region State College, we change lives. Take a look through our Plays the Game that we have. It comes down to just a couple of things today. Plays the Game are brought to you today by Proseed. You need seed? Think Proseed. Proseed.net. Well, the defense gives and the defense takes away. Great play for Griffin Hoganson for Grand Forks Red River, fielding just on his side of second base and throwing to get an out early, but a picked-off runner with the game a 1-run deficit, and then a throwaway into center field for Grand Forks Red River that leads to a run scoring to make it 3-1. And those are your post-game highlights brought to you today by Proseed. Need seed? Think Proseed. proceed.net. Post-game totals today as we go to our post-game report, again brought to you by Spring Advantage and Lake Region State College today. Let's take a look at our post-game totals for Devils Lake. 3 runs, 6 hits. They'll commit no errors and leave 6. And your win goes to Will Heilman today, who goes 7 innings today. He will give up a run on 4 hits. He strikes out 3 and walks 2 this afternoon. For Grand Forks Red River, a run on 4 hits. They commit 1 error and they leave 4. And the loss is taken by Alex Seaver this afternoon, who goes 7 innings of work today. He gives up 3 runs, 2 of which were earned on 6 base hits. He struck out 6, hit 1, and walked 3. Again, the loss to Alex Seaver. The win to Will Heilman. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 6 left for Devils Lake. A run on 4 hits, an error, and 4 left for Red River. And your final score once again this afternoon is Devils Lake 3 and Grand Forks Red River 1. The game played in an hour and 20 minutes. Began at 5:04, ended 6:24 Central Daylight Time at Kraft Field in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Let's go to our post-game awards. First of all, our Player of the Game Award brought to you by PS Garage Doors this afternoon, where the PS stands for perfect service at PS Garage Doors. That's what they have for you. PS Garage Doors is there when you're ready to get things serviced with your garage door, because they can service any make and model of garage door. And if it's time for a new one, the PS stands for painless shopping. You can find them at their warehouse in the industrial park at 4733 Demers, right on the other side of the I-29 overpass in the industrial park in Grand Forks. And our Player of the Game Award today, Griffin Hoganson is going to get the defensive award, but also goes 2 for 3 at the dish this afternoon. A single and a double. He scores the lone run today for Grand Forks Red River, and he'll pick up the Player of the Game Award brought to you today by PS Garage Doors. And our final award is our Finest Auto Trim. Finest Cover of the Game brought to you by Finest Auto Trim. Big or small, they cover it all. Finest Auto Trim specializes in recovering vehicle and boat seats. The ice out is here. If it's time to get that boat ready, you need to get that boat ready. Get those boat seats to Finest Auto Trim so they can recover those and get them into great shape, looking good, feeling good, so they give you the comfortable boat ride that you want at Finest Auto Trim. And remember, those of you in agriculture spending time in those implements right now, if your implements are leaving you something to be desired when it comes down to support that you're looking for in those long hours, Finest Auto Trim can recover those seats as well. Finest Auto Trim, big or small, they cover it all. And I'll tell you what, the defensive award clearly going to shortstop Griffin Hoganson. Watch this play. Ball up the middle. Hoganson coming into your screen, makes the play, throws across the diamond to get the out. That's a heck of a defensive play today for shortstop Griffin Hoganson, and he'll pick up the Finest Auto Trim Finest Cover of the Game award. We're back at it again on Friday when Grand Forks Red River and Grand Forks Central meet in the crosstown battle. That game is set for a 4:30 first pitch here at Kraft Field. Look for a pregame at 4:15 here on KNOX Live Sports, and we thank you for joining us today. Your final score, Devils Lake 3, Grand Forks Red River 1. For KNOX Live Sports, I'm Ryan Cunningham. So long, everybody.